How to install pip with Python 3? I want to install pip. It should support Python 3, but it requires setuptools, which is available only for Python 2. How can I install pip with Python 3?
Edit, manual installation and use of setuptools is not the standard process anymore. If you're running Python 2.7.9 Plus or Python 3.4 Plus, congrats, you should already have pip installed. If you do not, read onward. If you're running a Unix-like system, you can usually install the package for pip through your package manager if your version of Python is older than 2.7.9 or 3.4, or if your system did not include it for whatever reason. Instructions for some of the more common distros follow. Installing on Debian, Wheezy and newer, and Ubuntu, Trusty Tar and newer, for Python 2. X. Run the following command from a terminal. Installing on Debian, Wheezy and newer, and Ubuntu, Trusty Tar and newer, for Python 3. X. Run the following command from a terminal. Note: on a fresh Debian/Ubuntu install, the package may not be found until you do. Installing pip on CentOS 7 for Python 2. X. On CentOS 7, you have to install setuptools first, and then use that to install pip, as there is no direct package for it. Installing pip on CentOS 7 for Python 3. X. Assuming you install Python 3.4 from Apple, you can install Python 3 setuptools and use it to install pip. If your Unix/Linux distro doesn't have it in package repos, install using the manual way detailed below. The manual way. If you want to do it the manual way, then our recommended method is to install using the git pip.py script from pip's installation instructions. Install pip to install pip. Securely download git pip.python. Run the following, which may require administrator access. If setuptools is not already installed, git pip.py will install setuptools for you.
I was able to install pip for Python 3 on Ubuntu just by running sudo apt-get install python 3 pip.
Python 3.4 Plus and Python 2.7.9 Plus. Good news. Python 3.4, released March 2014, ships with pip. This is the best feature of any Python release. It makes the community's wealth of libraries accessible to everyone. Newbies are no longer excluded by the prohibitive difficulty of setup. In shipping with a package manager, Python joins Ruby, Node.js, Haskell, Perl, Go, almost every other contemporary language with a majority open source community. Thank you, Python. Of course, that doesn't mean Python packaging is problem solved. The experience remains frustrating. I discussed this at Does Python Have a Package/Module Management System? Alas for everyone using an earlier Python. Manual instructions follow. Python less than or equal to 2.7.8 and Python less than or equal to 3.3. Follow my detailed instructions at this URL. Essentially. Official instructions. Per this URL. Download getpip.py, being careful to save it as a .py file rather than .text. Then, run it from the command prompt. You possibly need an administrator command prompt to do this. Follow this URL v equals ws.10. Asks. For me, this installed pip at c:/python27/scripts/pip.exe. Find pip.exe on your computer, then add its folder, e.g. c:/python27/scripts, to your path. Start, edit environment variables. Now you should be able to run pip from the command line. Try installing a package. There you go, hopefully.
If you're using Python 3.4 Plus, just type
for Ubuntu 12.04 or older. Won't work. Instead, use
Your school panel isn't so shiny.